reflecting on
I
growth,
had this
resilience, and
past summer
pride
was
in
the summer
family
meeting that I've
independence.
missed even since that because I would sub for other people.
Wow.
But and so I'm taking that time back because if I had committed to it, that time would be
Ta-
there, and I
Yeah.
can roll back through there monthly just to share different things that are going on with fantasy, share different things that are going on with House of the Harvest, share different things that are going on with me, and I keep it popping. So I feel good about it. Like I said, because I would have been scrambling Friday to get someone to cover me when I needed to be somewhere else. So
Right.
it all works out. Everything is always working out for me.
Always.
Amen.
That is it. Yes, and amen to that.
Thank you, John
Everything.
Acaf, for
Always.
introducing that particular
Mhm.
soundtrack into my reality
Yeah.
because man, Naomi's car broke down on her way back to school. She got an hour and a half down the road,
Mm.
55 minutes away from her destination when it kind of gave up on her.
Wow.
And so it took it took me like 30 minutes to get everything situated here, pick up Niles, do what I needed to do before we could go down and meet Naomi. So
Right.
she spent over 2 hours
Wow.
on the side of the road in the height
Mm.
of the day,
Yeah.
right? Homegirl was so calm. I'm
Nice.
really proud of her.
Nice.
She was very calm. Yeah, I mean, frustrated in that this whole situation sucked, but she didn't
Work out.
she
Take it out
yeah.
on anybody.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
didn't. She did not. I was really proud of her for that. I'm like, okay,
Gross.
bet. You know, we did what we needed to do. She still would even if we had called AAA, she
Hmm.
still or whoever or USA our insurance for a tow truck or whatever, it still would have taken that long or more.
Right.
Mm.
So, um, yeah, so I'm just really proud of her. Really proud of the way that she handled and navigated that situation. And so when we took the car down to her Friday, me and Troy had lunch because she was in class and we bought her lunch and I got to see her apartment and meet one of her roommates and all that jazz. So
Oh, she's off
like
campus already? Nice.
yeah, she moved off campus this summer. She actually got an apartment with some people that had a room to rent and she's
Nice.
been there
Right.
since May, May,
Yeah,
June.
sophomore year. Okay, sophomore year. Come
Yeah, I
through.
mean Nella's off campus too. Um,
Oh.
it's and it cut. I mean, half of what they were paying to the school was room and board.
Man, okay. They're moving and grooving.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's so funny. Naomi went grocery shopping, and I don't think that she had a list or a budget because she was like, "How did I spend $90?" I said, "Because you bought too much." Like she's one person. Like
Yeah.
one person doesn't need to spend $90.
No.
But hey, you know, it's her money.
Even
She's
better.
doing her thing.
Right.
She's doing her thing. And they both I'm so proud of them because
Mhm.
I often told them, and I tell myself, like, don't ever let money be a barrier. Like, there's money
Mm.
out there. We can find the
Okay.
money, we can make it
Amen to
happen. There's
that.
money. Never let money be a barrier,
Amen. That's a quote.
right? And at the same time, don't make me your first
Resort.
quest resort.
Yeah.
Because and I, cause I struggle with that, and I confess this to them, or at least to Naomi. I was like, "This is my challenge. I want to help you.
Hmm.
I can help you.
Right.
And yet, if you don't ever figure it out for yourself, you won't know that you can.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so she has taken that and like run with it in a good way. Like,
Yeah.
you know, she's made some things made some things shake. She's made some choices that I would not have made for her, and yet they're her choices to make, and she was safe,
Right.
right?
Right.
And so, um, yeah,
It's big.
It's a
she's
very
growing.
powerful perspective and a bonding moment between the two of you.
Hmm.
I can say, like, just from not being so far removed from college and that mindset, knowing that your parents want to help you and are able to do so gives you an insane foundation for I can do anything. Because I mean, I'm going balls to the wall anyway. But I know for a fact that I can call my mom, I can call my dad, and like they will do something to help me. Like
We'll do what we can. Yeah.
Man, it really does like put that battery in your back and just reminds you like it's okay, like we're vibing. It might not turn out how I want to, but I do have a lifeline that I can call.
Yeah.
'Cause I know that after I went through my situation a few years ago, and I realized like, okay, I can always call my aunt, I can always call my dad, and they will say, "Bring your ass." That actually motivated me to be like, you know what? Let me see what I could do without them so they know like I'm also gonna call on myself. And I think that in a lot of ways it really strengthened the bond that I have with you all because you see that I'm trying.
Yeah.
Over time, it definitely wears on a person to always be that lifeline. So I'm so proud of her for like digging deep and being like, you know what, I do got this.
And to also have the I had talked with him about not making our relationship transactional because
Hmm.
yeah, I want to be here for you when things go sideways, but I don't want to only hear from you when things are sideways.
Please.
And they have both gotten so much better about that. Um it's funny. Niles wanted to go, she wanted to get a shake from McDonald's. And we talked about, when and if we're going to do that. And I mean, I'm not opposed to a sweet treat or whatever. And then as we're riding to this, I touch her hair and I say something to her about like washing it and let me braid it. And she says no. And I was like, well, maybe we need to go back to the house about not do this milkshake thing. And she's like, Mom. And I was like, okay,
Okay,
I'm
that's
not gonna
unrelated. My bad.
I'm not I'm not gonna make this transactional. I don't want our relationship to be transactional. Um, and yet I'm never gonna ask you to do something that I don't feel is in your best interest. And she's fully capable and has exercised that right to challenge my request of her on her, as it relates to how she cares for her own body, which is her body to take care of. Um, but yeah, so I have to stop myself from making stuff tit for tat. If you wash your hair, I'll do this. If you do this, I'll do that. So not making that part of everything. Does it happen sometimes? Yes, it's strategy, it's negotiation, is how it works. And yet it doesn't have to be all the time. So yeah.
But what is the
Kudos to
cause
you.
of it? Why is she so resistant to doing, that's the other thing. The
Oh,
other,
it's not all the time. It's just like when I want her to do it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So mom's timetable, which is a
Yeah.
good timetable too. I mean,
Well, yeah, and I
the
mean,
African in me, I'm like, why would she not listen? So I'm
yeah.
like, what is their choice? In my house,
Why are you running?
what is going on? You're a man in the house. When you're 21 or 25, then talk. But so,
No, I give her bodily autonomy to do those types of things because at the end of the day, as long as she gets it done, the timing of it
irrelevant.
is irrelevant.
Relative, yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Okay.
yeah. And so I don't know if I posted in our chat my mother's 3 surviving brothers did a surprise road trip to my house
No,
this past
you
weekend.
did
Yeah.
not.
So I got a message from one of my cousins like in the week. She's like, I don't know if you talk with your uncles, but I think they're coming for a visit. So I'm
What?
like, what? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, what? And then Thursday night, I get a text. What are you doing on Saturday?
Oh,
Since you have some free time. And I was like, well, I mean, I'll be free after 9 o'clock on Saturday.
House of Harvest. Yeah.
Um, okay, cool. And they decided while they're on the road, they said, well, let's stop by Isaac's house first. I
Wow.
was the destination. Isaac was a pit stop on the
Detour.
way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but they got to my house at like 10:30 Friday night. I'm
Wow.
in sleep. He said Saturday. I'm sleep. So, and my house is not, was not prepared to put them anywhere. So they got a hotel room, don't know where, and they came back Saturday afternoon. And talk about the African in you, like, I'm sure that whenever you are around your elders, you immediately become a child, right? Your elders will always see you as a child. I'm 50 fucking years old. I'm nobody's child. Yeah, I'm a child of God, but whatever. You get it.
Right.
So
Yes.
I text him when I finished with the food pantry. I didn't hear anything because I didn't want to wake him because sleep is sleep. You get the sleep you need. So I went about the rest of my day, cooking what I wanted to cook, not cook this, but that, the third, hoping I'd hear from him. I took a little nap. Nella called me to tell me that she herself found a food pantry to volunteer with that particular Saturday, and
Nice.
so that she spent like 3 or 4 hours doing that this past Saturday. And then when I'm getting off the phone with her, one of my uncles is calling, and I'm like, "Hey, where y'all at?" He was like, I was waiting to hear from you," and I was like, "Well, I texted you this morning at 9:30." Well, I don't look at my phone like that. Either way, they finally came. So I was like, "Well," I knew that they were here, so I had got some hoagie rolls and I made some like sub sandwiches and sweet tea for us to sit down and well, whatever. Again, my house wasn't set up for a gathering, and yet so I made them sandwiches. They started talking. My uncle Willie Milton, who uh when Mia was sick, he called me to berate me for not communicating with him, and my all of my personal development came forward, and I was able to react to him in graciousness. Because the hood me would tell him to kick rocks in no uncertain terms with much more flowery language, right? But I
Man.
recognized that he was responding out of pain. Mia was the last surviving matriarch. My older aunt's daughters, I don't even know where they are. Anyway, he was we were talking about something and he mentioned one of my brothers who doesn't take my phone calls. And I said, you know what? I don't know. We just don't have an open line of communication. He goes, y'all need to fix that. Pump your brakes.
Yes, and
Yes,
right.
yes, and I can't talk to somebody who won't talk to me. I can show you on my phone how many times I've reached out with no answer. He'll post messages in a group chat, but won't take my phone call.